Good morning, guys. Today is 17th of July and it's 8:41 a.m. Eastern Time. So let's go to economic calendar. So we have retail sales number out and numbers are better than expected, all three of them. So core retail sales month over month is 0.5% from expectation of minus 0.2%, 0.6% on retail sales month over month from previous one minus 0.9%, and then 22K on the unemployment claims from 228K. So this is strong. This is basically lower unemployment claims that justifies Fed action to keep the rate intact for now. Retail sales is increasing, which also diminishes the possibility of recession. So overall, the market should be going higher. So it will continue the trend. There's no, in my opinion, there's no interruption at the moment. Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index is 15.9 from minus 4%. So everything is pointing at no rate cut in July. I think this probability will go to, I think 90. It was 95, 96% when I checked the last time. So let's go and let's see what is the news. US futures largely stable. We have Netflix earnings. Trump has no plan to Trump has no plans to fire Powell. Taiwan semiconductor reports came out to be better than expected. US retail sales rise by 0.6%. So we have Netflix earnings later this evening, post-market. Let me go to show you where is the earning calendar. So what we have today. So we have Taiwan. Okay, this is done. All of them before market. We have Netflix after market and 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. So those are on my radar. And let's say go to. I did Taiwan semiconductor earnings preview. So I hope you had a chance to look at it. If not, then you can always click on go to my Twitter and you can find it over there. So some of the highlights. And then on the chart, on the weekly chart, if you see it's starting from, okay. All right, so TSM has had a tendency of forming rectangle consolidation before recording higher heights since 2020. So you can see it. We have 2 rectangles so far. In early there, we had 3 rectangles, and it continued further higher. So rectangular consolidation further higher. So that's what it looks like, and that is what has happened. So let's go to. Okay, let's look at guys. Thank you very much for following me on Twitter, YouTube. If you are not, please appreciate you do that. Like, subscribe, and share within your contacts so everybody, the financial community, can get benefit, and it helps me create more and more stuff. Okay. And TWT Learning provides financial market trainings. So we provide financial market trainings, including US stocks, FX, cryptos. Plus, we do provide trainings on options and futures. So please reach out to admin at twtlearning.com. Please visit the website. You'll find on contact us. These are all high probability training setups. That's what we share during the training. So 17th of July, according to the probability map, 57% of the time Dow Jones is up, 56% of the time S&P is up, 67% of the time Nasdaq is up, and it ends up like it's basically a bullish day, similar pattern tomorrow. So let's see how it goes. Let's go to MNQ. Let's see what is the futures doing. So futures are actually, let me see what has happened before data. So after post data, economic data, what we have seen the retail sales. So if you see that around the retail sales, it dipped a little bit, and then now it's coming back, right? And let's see on the daily basis. On the daily basis, we are near the highs what we have seen on, so the recent high on 3rd of July, which is like 23,101. So we are 23,125. We have seen 23,222 on 15th of July on Tuesday. Probably we are on the way to break it and go further higher. So this semiconductor AI-led rally is still going higher. The signs of caution, yet, but seems like people are still buying the dips. So any dip is being bought. Same thing goes with the S&P futures. Slipped through this channel line, came back into it. Targeting probably 6384. Right at the moment, we are now 6308 or 09. So that is there. Let's go to QQQ, the NASDAQ ETF. Let me extend this. We have a gap. We are in filling this gap, and then once we break above this gap, we will hit. You can see 560, 60 and a half. So the recent high, retest of the recent high. Where it comes to SPY, in the case of SPY, we have broken this trend. The upper channel, we are just ranging in this. I mean, in this range from 628 to 618. So let's see which side it breaks. That will be the direction. There has been some rise in the volatility. Yesterday it did, I think, with the news of Trump seeking lawmakers to look into firing power, right? So that was the news that it picked up and then came down. So that means it's making a base on UVXY. Probably the volatility will pick up anytime soon because we are at the highest level, all-time high, and then any trigger on the sell will be sharp. Okay, so as discussed yesterday, Tesla is breaking 320, is at 324.08. So 322 was the level. It breaks 322. There is a possibility of Tesla to go to 340, 345. And Tesla has earnings next week, Wednesday, if I'm not wrong. Yes, next week, Wednesday. In the case of NVDA is heading towards the top of the channel, which is 175, 174, 175. That looks intact. AMD has gone higher, and AMD is getting into, so AMD is about 161, and it can go further. The way it's going higher, it has room to go further higher. It may take intraday correction before moving higher. All right. Google got stuck again around 181, 183. So 183. On the top side, 184 and then 181 range, right? In the case of Broadcom is heading towards 284, 284, 285. Apple is a sleeping giant at the moment. Let's see whenever it wakes up. Earnings are somewhere end of this month. And Microsoft crawling higher. Every day it goes by $1. When it comes to Amazon failed to break 227 on a couple of attempts. Let's see if it can reclaim that level and break that resistance, then it can go further higher. Otherwise, there is a possibility that Amazon may find some support around 219. Let's go to, all right, let's go to gold. Gold is clearly in a range, it's coming down. If everything goes down, then gold can come down to 3285, 3290. Right at the moment, it's 3311. Oil is moving a little bit higher, getting back into 66, above 66. US dollar index around 99. Yields, 5-year, 10-year yields are at 4.45, not a lot of change. Bitcoin, on the other hand, it's coming down a little bit. Rather, I would say that Bitcoin is getting into a range trade. Yep, it looks like it's in the range trade for now. I will just keep an eye on whichever side it breaks. Yeah, so it looks like in a range trade. Let's see what happens. But I think looking at this pattern, it looks like that it can go to 120K, around 119.5 to 120K. All right, let's see. SMCI. So SMCI is rising in this channel after breaking this consolidation and congestion level. So on the downside, now 51.50 should hold, and then it should crawl towards, like, let's say, where is it in the pre-market at the moment? So it's at 53.48. So let's see if it, on the downside, as long as it's hold this low, which is 51.50, 51 and 50 is contained, then we are going to at least 55, between 50, 55 and a half to 57. That's all for now, guys. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and share within your contact. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful trading day and have a wonderful Thursday.